Okay, hello students, and welcome to our lesson on simple interest. And first of all, let's think about this idea of borrowing or investing money. So if you go to a bank and you've got a whole heap of cash, you may wish to invest it into a bank account. Now the bank will pay you money for the privilege of using your money. So the amount of money that you invest is called the principal when we do these simple interest calculations. And the amount of money that the bank gives you extra or on top of is called interest. And they will calculate that interest at a certain rate for a certain period of time. Now also, if you want to buy a house, the bank will say, oh, you're going to use our money and you're going to pay for that privilege of using our money. And that's called interest. So you'll have to pay that extra money back again. So, for example, if I have a house of around $400,000 and I'm paying back interest, in the end it will cost me around $800,000 to buy the house. It'll cost a whole lot more of interest as well. So it's in my interest, or I really want to try and pay it out at a small amount of time as possible. Now, the goal of today is that you'll be able to understand the purpose of simple interest and be able to use the simple interest formula to calculate simple interest. So interest is that additional charge to a loan or a bonus payment to an investment. Now, one type of interest calculation is called simple interest. Now, interest can be calculated using the formula that interest equals principal times rate times time. And you can see that interest is actually money, and the principal is money that you put in. Now, rate, what did I do there? I pressed a button. Rate is generally a time. We often think of, rate is in a percentage, and time is often in years. It can change a little bit, but that's what we'll think of today. So, as I said, I for interest, which is dollars, P for principal, which is in dollars. The interest rate can be a fraction or a decimal or a percentage. It doesn't really matter how you express it just at the moment. And the time of the loan or investment in years for T. So you're going to be faced with a few different problems that look like this. And you will need to, first of all, consider what is I, what is P, and what is R, and what is T. And because we're introducing you to it today, we are just going to want to find out I. And you'll be given the values for P, R, and T, and you'll just substitute into that formula. So for an investment of $5,200 at an interest rate of 6.5% per annum for 4 years, calculate this amount of simple interest. So what you need to do is highlight or identify the three different numbers and then determine what they are. So which is P, which is R, and which is T. So an investment sounds like a principal that you put into the bank. Now R here is 6.5% per annum, and T is a period of time. And then we can just think of this then over here. I will often get you to list each of these. P, 6.5. I know it's just 6%. Let me just draw that properly. And then T equals 4. Now we know that we've found the important values. We can just substitute into the equation now. So I equals PRT over 100. So I equals P, which was 5,200, times R, which is 6%. So we can go 6 over 100, and then times 4. So we can just use our calculator now to work that out. And so 5,200 times 6%, which is 6 over 100, times 4. So that should be $1,248. Now finally, we want to have a look at the value of the investment after 4 years. So all we need to do now is to say, well, the final amount that you will be getting is just going to, I generally use the A for final amount, and that's just going to be the principal plus the interest. And so all we do then is just add 5,200, which was our principal, and then we add that 1,248, and we can do this in our head. So $6,448. And the key to this year 9 is just that you're going to, as I said before, have to identify PR&T and then work out what the questions are asking for. The notes I'd like you to copy are from here today, folks, and once you've done that, please work on the mastery exercises for the lesson.